Hey, how's it going? My name's Brendan, but everybody calls me Brad. So I'm here to answer questions that people have asked me. So I'm gonna try to answer these to the best of my ability, and hopefully what I say invokes some kind of thought. I'm not really looking to piss anybody off, but I do want to get the brain flowing. Get some real good discussion and thinking going on. So let's jump into the thick of it. Aaliyah N asked me, why are black people so ratchet? Ask a black person. So Isaac D asked me, will the nice guy get the girl? That's a multifaceted question, for starters. The first thing you have to do is define nice guy, okay? We've all heard the saying, the nice guy finishes last. And that is true, because when you say nice guy, that means a guy who is a pushover, somebody who lets people walk on them, they can't say no, they tend to idolize women to such an extreme that they lose themselves as a person, and their entire life becomes dedicated to satisfying women, and really very few, if any, females want that out of a male. But by no means is that an excuse for guys to be assholes, of course. By no means does that give men permission to treat women poorly, belittle them, disrespect them, call them bitch, and things of the like. By no means is that acceptable. Simply because you're not a nice guy doesn't give you the right to be a douche. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you are the guy that gets walked all over by everybody and you can't say no, then no, you will not get the girl. Because a lot of females do like assertiveness. They do like not dominance so much as a level of stability and control. Having the responsibility of control and using it wisely. Ibnat I asked me, is there a reason you're such a gentleman? Yes, there is actually. During my sophomore year of high school, I sat at a table during lunch with several then freshmen, excuse me, who there was a girl there as well who was a then freshman, and her name was, well, I'll keep her name out of it, but they called her bitch and stupid bitch and things like that. That's how they addressed her on a regular basis. Very rarely did they use her actual name. So, seeing that really did faze me very heavily, because after a while it became very disgusting. It was very hard to listen to hear them call her these vulgar names over and over again when she really hadn't done anything wrong to them. She was very, very docile, I suppose. And they just called her that because they could, and they knew she wouldn't do anything about it. And she responded to that, and she replied to being called a bitch and such. So seeing that bothered me very much, and that's when I decided that it was time to make a serious change and sort of bring back chivalry. It's not dead, it's just reform. Of course, not all guys can go out throwing their jackets on puddles to have their lady walk over, but by no means does that mean that we can't keep holding doors open or helping ladies carry their strollers and carriages up staircases. So that's the reason why I'm such a gentleman. Thank you for the compliment, I really appreciate it. How often do you eat fast food? I don't. Nazneen J asked, who's the coolest person you know? Well, it's you, obviously. Alice S asked me, why do you consider most people acquaintances rather than friends like others? That's a good question. I'll start the answer by defining a friend. So we're going to ask Google. Define friend. Google defines a friend as a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. So what that means in English, basically someone you can go to for help, someone who can come to you who isn't related to you and who you're not banging. And what does Google define an acquaintance as? A person's knowledge or experience of something. Also, one's slight knowledge of or friendship with someone. And that's the definition we're looking for. And the reason I consider most of my acquaintances are not my friends is because there are very few people I have mutual dependency with outside of family and sexual relations. Relationships based on sexual infatuation, I should say, sorry. So of course not everybody I know is like that to me, and I consider them my acquaintances because that's what they are. They're simply people who know I exist and I know they exist, and we have this mutual knowledge of each other's existence, and it's really nothing more than that. We share the occasional joke. I may even go somewhere with them, may even catch each other on a bus and have a conversation, but by no means are we friends, but we're simply acquaintances. Thank you for watching the first installment of Ask a Young Gentleman. If you'd like to submit a question for the next video, you can go ahead and message me on Facebook. You can message me on Twitter or send me a message through YouTube, and I'll try to add it to the next video. So if you liked what you saw and you want to see some more, go ahead and leave me a comment in the section below, or you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That would be wicked uber cool. Yeah, so thank you again for watching my video, and until next time.